you, defensive line, defense, front seven, for lack of a better term. How much do you think it improves just by Jim Schwartz kind of tweaking it and simplifying it maybe?
I think for me, defensive line is a little bit more about the Joes, right? You can scheme and you can twist and you can stunt, but you have to have the guys. Whereas in other positions, in DB and even sometimes in linebacker, you can do a little bit more when you don't have the guys. At defensive line, you need really large people who can move really fast and throw people out of the way, right? Like you just need those guys. And you see with, the Jordan Elliott's of the world and Taven Bryans and Tommy Togiai's, they're just not either strong enough or fast enough. And so I think they really need to lean into, there's a Texas defensive tackle, 360, but can move. We want that guy, right? We want a guy who's really, really strong, really, really big. And then over here, we can get a little bit of a smaller guy who is really, really fast. This middle tweener thing just isn't really working for him.
Yeah, and I guess you're looking for a skill set. Can you absorb a double team? Can you beat somebody one-on-one?
Absolutely. And then how does that make Myles Garrett's job easier? Again, same way with Nick Chubb. Let's not put everything on the great players. Let's make it easier every once in a while that Myles Garrett isn't getting the best blocking, the double team, the chip, all of that kind of stuff. You can't do that when you have a really beefy player and then you have the really fast player. And then you have Alex Wright on the other end, who's also a very large human being, right? If you can do all of that, all of a sudden Myles Garrett can just do things a little bit easier. And again, we're not just looking for 2023 Myles Garrett. We want Myles Garrett to be a star for the next 5 to 6, 10 years, right? And so doing what you can do now to make his life easier is going to be great for the Browns.